What's up, YouTube? Southern Host 2 here, back for another G.I. Joe review. Today I'll be reviewing Decimator with the Cobra Hammerhead. Now, this is a very special treat because this is a very rare toy. And I imagine to find one all completed in a small toy shop in my hometown. And it only cost me, $45. Well, about half the price that would have cost you. Well, if you buy this vehicle all completed on eBay. Yeah, so that's a monster deal. Yeah, about 99. The vehicle itself, it is all completed with all its accessories, and the stickers, and still in pristine condition. So, and getting this vehicle only $45 is a steal. So, yeah, and this thing is, which we'll take a look at for a moment. And we'll focus on the driver, which is Decimator. Of course, Decimator has a helmet. Of course, one thing you know is he got a nice helmet shaped like a hammerhead shark, which is pretty much the main theme of the hammerhead vehicle. Yeah, and but I really do love this helmet design, despite how rare it is. I mean, you can envision this large visor giving Decimator a broader view of a wider view of vision. Yeah, around his landscape. Yeah, of course, this helmet is removable. Yeah, let's take a look at it. I'll be nice colors of the black and white, which I really do like. Very good color scheme with the green visor. Yeah, if you take a look at the figure's head without the helmet. Yeah, it does have some nice facial details on the figure. You got nice painted eyebrows and pupils, but even though they're not real painted, you can see the eye sockets are kind of molded in, which is very very good. Yeah, for the time, and you can see his ears and showing off inside the mask. His mask right here. Yeah, this is a bridge in the nose with some detail on the mask, but I don't know. He's kind of bland with it. Yeah, details are kind of nice, but I kind of prefer him with his helmet on, because I think the helmet looks very cool. Yeah, very very high tech, and he's got nice. And the figure itself has nice details. Yeah, nice waverly design. Make it look like it's an actual clothing, rather than just a solid plastic. Yeah, there's some coat buttons on his chest, and also you can see details of his ranking on his leather jacket. Yeah, nice detail. Yeah, nice details on his sleeves. This kind of bland. Yeah, the details on the legs is not as tight as his coat. Yeah, but for most vehicle drivers. Now, all that came up with GI Joe for the time. He has some which normally have a pretty boring detail. This guy, this guy's detail is actually pretty good, especially around the coat area. Yeah, and unfortunately, I do not have his little harpoon gun that he's supposed to come with. Yeah, which makes my set about 99% completed because the only thing I'm missing is his gun. And this figure is hard to stand up. That's mainly due to his short feet. That's the reason why it's so hard to stand up. Now we can pause this review for a moment as we'll take a look at his file card. His file reads, Cobra Island is surrounded by open beaches, which are at the very least, hostile environments for tanks of any sort. The Hammerhead was specifically developed to function in shallow coastal waters, sand, and scrub vegetation, sacrificing heavy armor protection for speed and agility. The Hammerhead requires a driver with lightning-fast reflexes and exceptional vision. Which is interesting. One thing I want to point out about the figure's file card is just the figure's file card actually just mostly describes the vehicle. It doesn't, unlike most file cards, which like toll booths, it describes the character of the driver of the vehicle. But the Decimator file card mainly describes his vehicle. So basically, Hasbro didn't really come up with a character for him, which is very a shame. Basically, they throw in a figure and not even bother being creative and make a character out of him. Which I do not care for. I think even the drivers deserve to at least have characters, character descriptions in their file cards. So, but that's enough of the character for a moment. That's enough for Decimator for a moment. Now we'll focus on the main attention, which is the Cobra Hammerhead, and give you some books for a moment. And let me tell you that this thing is freaking humongous. I mean, this is to give you a good idea of how huge the Decimator is. The Hammerhead is. Here he is next to here's this vehicle next to the GI Joe Havoc, which is a bit. The Havoc is a big vehicle in its own right, but compared to the Hammerhead, it's freaking small. I mean, the Havoc just comes to the height of the Hammerhead's enormous tires. Nigga huge, and comparing to a more modern GI Joe vehicle like the Crimson His tank, which a lot of you probably have this his tank mold, a version of his tank mold by now. Yeah, and yeah, even it is, even it, compared to the Hammerhead, it is freaking small. Even you push lift up the chassis, it still doesn't reach the enormous height, that the Hammerhead. So yeah, that gives you, this thing has to be. This thing has to be the biggest Cobra vehicle ever. If not, it's pretty darn close. Close second. Now it does have two cockpits on the front, which opens very easily. It doesn't. Yeah, the cockpits themselves don't really lock in tight. Yeah, the cockpits don't really lock in tight, but to me that's a good thing because otherwise, it would be a pain trying to get these things open without breaking these little tabs. Zoom in to see what's inside the seats, which details kind of bland. No fancy controls or steering system, just plain plastic. But I can understand. But I can understand. Kind of hard to cram so much detail into a tiny cab. Anyways, I get the figure on. It's a very tight squeeze. First, you gotta pretty much close the arms together like this. Then, pretty much gotta have them stand up. Trying to get the figure's legs on this little slot right bottom. The seat right here. It's very hard, very hard to see. So you got very hard to see in there. So pretty much you gotta use your fingers, feel your way there. But once you get them legs in the slot, then you can just push them down until he sits and close it. And that's how you get the finger in these. Yeah, you don't need to have them in a sitting position. Just stand them up and you could fit a bigger, more modern figure like this. Televiper. Now we got the. Which you can push it. Push his legs in. Once you get in, you try to push them. Then you can close it. Now you got both now you got a driver for the vehicle and also a navigator. Which if you can imagine. With all these guns and missiles, all these vehicles, this will be a super complex vehicle to run. So, you want a navigator that has supreme computer intelligence. So, the Televiper is the perfect for the job. Now you got. Now you got some drivers. They can operate these two very large laser gun turrets. Which they can only move up and down. No side-to-side motion. Just on down, and also if you also on top of these you can see little tiny machine guns on top. Yeah, so details on those is it's kind of bland. Yeah. But this is a 1990s toy. But I really do love this detail on the main barrels. I mean, you can easily picture the energy flowing through these slots right here as his guns are ready to fire. Yeah, attack, and I really do love the color of the translucent plastics. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of those underwater crafts and Cobra ran and you saw in G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra. Yeah, where you saw the glass and the cockpits on G.I. Joe sharks are all bright yellow, bright yellow color. So that's what this reminds me of. Yeah, so yeah, which is why I really do love this vehicle design. It's so sleek and looks very high tech. Of course, it's not realistic, but it's just based on a cartoon. So, G.I. Joe is a Maple Leaf, so they can pretty much do whatever they want. Yeah, and over on the top, there's a little. Of course, the main theme of this vehicle, as this is a carrier vehicle, which think of the Hammerhead as a sort of a submarine, a submarine on wheels, basically. It's an amphibious tank. So it's a vehicle that's a cross between a tank, a submarine, and an aircraft carrier. Yeah, basically, it slides down to the water. It goes in the water and it deploys a bunch of marine vehicles. As it goes. So basically, this thing is like an aircraft carrier on wheels. So this is a top turret, which is a perfect craft to put Destro inside. Yeah, I'm gonna put Destro on here, and there's a little clip which you can push it in. Which you could push the glass further to lock it, but I'm not going to do it because once you lock this in, it's very tough to open it, and I'm kind of consider of this little clear plastic tab is breaking off. So I'm trying not to put. So I try not to push this all the way in because I don't want to break that little tab. If I'm forced to use excessive force trying to trying to open it. So yeah, I'm very careful of this little tab not breaking. So that's why I'm not going to be closing this glass all the way. And but this can be used as a little turret on top, which can swivel from side to side. And it can be detached, just like that. and you got a little tiny reconnaissance sub with with an antenna sticking on the top. Now if you have the hammerhead, you want to be very careful on this antenna, because this is one of the toughest to find piece of the vehicle itself, because most of these are usually end up being lost or broken. And in fact, my antenna is already showing stress marks on the bottom of the plastic right here. So if you have this vehicle, you want to be very careful of this antenna. In fact, I don't even recommend you touching this at all. This part at all. That's put your finger. If you have to touch this, push on these little tabs and spin it. Do not even bother touching this antenna. Otherwise, you could bend it and you could snap it. Especially this is about 10 years old, so you want to be careful. Both this and this these green this little clips, you want to be careful, because these can break. There's a reason why this toy is so hard to find completed and in pristine condition. And it does. The cockpit of this craft is very well detailed compared to the cab or the main vehicle, which is plain plastic. And then on the cab, you got details of some communication systems. You got some gauges, buttons, the levers, control the craft, and the fire engines, and some conduits which feeds the power to the craft itself. Very well done. And nice. And you got nice thrusters on the back, although not much. Anything exciting like a propeller going on inside. And it got and this craft has 2 missiles. Which 2 torpedoes, which detach very easily. Which could pretend to launch the torpedoes. If you notice this little tiny craft, it is which the torpedoes themselves. The torpedoes themselves is the details of torpedoes themselves are not very exciting. You got little slots in the top. Got little fins. You got a little propeller in there, but other than that, it's not much exciting about these. But they have all these little clips, which holds on, which secures these. Well, as I say, these are easy to get on. Of course, you gotta line it up first. There you go. And then these clips are very can hold the torpedoes very secure, so you don't have to worry about them falling off. Unlike the Sky Striker missiles. So very nice. And of course, you could reattach while this vehicle. While this vehicle is attached, I'll show you another feature this has. If you pull this up, out comes a huge missile rack, full of anti-air missiles. Yeah, the mechanism. Yeah, once you pull this out, they're supposed to fly out on its own. So, supposed to have a little automorph gimmick, which doesn't seem it no longer works on mine. Yeah, which is understandable. It is an old toy. Yeah, but and these missiles can come off by squeezing these little green clips. Let's see. There's little green clips. You basically take your little fingers inside those slots. You squeeze them to release the missiles, which they fire. Which I will not demonstrate because getting these missiles because of because they're a pain to get out and even harder to get them back in. There's those little they are attached to these little two hinges. Yeah, and they do but this will lock into place. The trick is this line setting up just right. There's little grooves around this ring that helps props it up, so it keeps it from falling. So that's to bring this down. You want to. Yeah, see the shape of this rack? You want to push this up, and these two sides are the cat. That's how you keep it up. To push it down, slide down, and it drops it. So it does secure, but you got to make sure that's where you turn it. Yeah, and the craft itself, and then reattach this craft on top. Yeah, there's a little cross-shaped grooves, which will slot in this cross-shaped slots on the missile rack, which you need to line them up, and which locks it very nicely. Yeah, try pushing it aside. It's not going to fall off. This is very nice. Yeah. Now moving on to these little torpedo shaped pods. Which they're kind of shaped like a remora if you think about it. A remora is a type. Remora is a type of fish who clings on sharks for a free ride. So this is kind of shaped like a remora. Basically like attaching to a hammerhead shark on getting a free ride. Each one has two missile gun turrets. You can move up, which you can rotate. You can move up and down. Yeah, and these missiles really do fire. Yeah, very strongly. Yeah. To get there's a little cockpit, but to get the figure in, there's a little cockpit, which at least on my vehicle does not move up all the way. Yeah, I'm not sure why it doesn't. I'm not sure this is only my vehicle. Yeah, is doing this, but it does. Some reason doesn't really pop. The glass doesn't. The cockpit doesn't want to lift up all the way. Which I really don't want to stress this and risk breaking the plastic off. So I'll just leave it like that. Yeah, and this craft is pretty long enough so you can fit more modern figures like Storm Shadow, G.I. Joe Retaliation. But the trick is, but it is a very tight fit. Yeah, see, it's a very it's a very tight fit. Yeah, but if you have a sleek, have a slender figure like Storm Shadow, it can fit in very nicely. Well, most other figures like Zartan, they don't even fit at all. Yeah, of course, this sub can be detached from the hammerhead itself. Of course, this hammerhead has two subs attached from each side. And these these subs themselves are very freaking long. Are very long, giving the idea of size. Here it is next to the G.I. Joe Tiger Shark. Which the little torpedo sub is twice as long, and that gives you another idea how big the hammerhead vehicle is. I mean, it doesn't look all that. I mean, attached to the hammerhead, it doesn't really look all that big. But once you compare it to another vehicle, yeah, it is freaking long. So that gives you an idea how big, another idea how big, this vehicle is. Now, if you don't like this, this missile turret, which you can take it out very easily. Now he does have one thing that's. I love all the detail, all the torpedo itself. I got nice little fins that help stabilize the craft swimming underwater. I got some torpedoes over here, which you can attach and pretend you're launching them. Over on the end you got a nice little jet engine, which actually does spin. And to reattach the sub to the vehicle, there are two slots. So you get this tail fin, on this front slot. There's one in the back, so it goes in very easily, and holds in, and it's pretty secured. And it's taken out very, and you're taken out very well without much struggle. And of course we're going to remove this stuff. So we'll take a look at the other vehicle, this little, this little jet skis. Jet skis are not the most exciting, not as exciting as the reconnaissance craft or the torpedo sub are. For a rider, we'll get. This is a perfect craft to put the Dreadnoks on. There's a little figures clip which you'll press this active figure on here. Then there's two slots on the bottom which you want to get these figures' legs. You push the feet through. Yeah, I got my torch. I'll show you that. Yeah. Now he's on. Now he's got little levers. Where you get these figures' hands on there, make sure to make it look like he's actually driving the craft. Now you got a rider on the jet ski, which you can easily deploy them. Which you can push them up, attach them. Notice that the jet ski is kind of shaped like a hammerhead, much like the reconnaissance craft and the main vehicle itself. Now let's try and move like the other. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Now he's looking like he's riding the jet ski. Definitely the vehicle for perfect for the Dreadnoks. Now the design. This is not exactly my favorite of the vehicles, mainly because of cheap it looks, especially on the engine, which basically is shaped like a toothpaste cap, which is pretty cheap. Which it does spin, but I mean they could easily come up with a more better design than this, Hasbro. And the fins can move up and down. And the torpedoes, can be attached, and you can pretend you're launching them. What's the other saying is that torpedoes you saw earlier with Destro's reconnaissance sub and Storm Shadow's torpedo sub. I'm not really sure what their official names are. I'm just call. This is the Shark Ray. The Stingray. The craft is held. Of course, the craft has two of them. Which you could put. Which we'll put. Buzzer. There's jet ski. Now we got the two Dreadnoks deployed flying the jet skis. Which they can be reattached to the vehicle by this little groove on the bottom of the craft. Is going to slide into this bar. it, and there's also this fin thing. It's supposed to right at the bottom of the slot here. Once you get them on, they're pretty secured. They're pretty secured on. Yeah, that's pretty much all the vehicles it has. This thing has. Now we move on to the main vehicle itself, which over on the top, over on the box, here is the dive chamber, which you can slide in, which you can put which you can deploy. This is a dive chamber where you can put a diver like a Cobra eel inside. Have an airtight seal where you can deploy them underwater. Once this craft is floated on the surface. Of course, a lot. If you look at if you look at where the diver's called, what this thing's called, you got very nice detail of the portal door. Very nice details of the controls. More detail of the controls are here. So it's not just blasting. This is very good detail. Although, I mean, you can clearly see where the figure where a Cobra eel would have walked through. Yeah, very nice in detail. Of course, you can close the hatch up, a compressed chamber, and have them deploy and deploy them underwater. Of course, some people complain about the small size, but for a military vehicle, this is pretty much for military. This is about as big as a compression chamber you'll get, because usually dive chambers and military subs are not very very large. Usually they have to dive little tiny manhole size underwater. And of course, on the top of the fin, there's a little peg which you could attach a missile launcher on the top of the fin, which looks stupid to me. But also, let's find out, there's a little peg hole on the back of the fin, which you could attach the robot shark on top of the fin, and it's sewn on very nicely. So even the robot shark that came with the Cobra eel is ready to be deployed. Then that is it. That's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. That all the playable gimmicks this vehicle has. Listen to me all worrying up talking about this. My final thought is, if you see, absolutely get this vehicle. If you're a fan of the DRC series, you collect vintage vehicles. or GI Joe vehicles in general, get this vehicle. Of course, most collectors want more realistic vehicles. They want actual tanks, but come on, GI Joe is a cartoon. Not this is designed to be from a cartoon series, not real life military. So give it a rest. GI Joe is make believe, so they could do just like Transformers. They could do pretty much whatever they want. Yeah, so for GI Joe fans like me who are open minded, I say I highly recommend you pick this thing up. Yeah, if you want, of course, realistic vehicles, I suggest you pass this vehicle up. Yeah, and that is pretty much it for my vehicle review for the GI Joe, or for the Cobra Hammerhead. If you like this video, please throw me a description, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.